Networking Basics. At some point in time, you're going to meet somebody, and you got to be ready for that. First and foremost, don't be creepy. For introverts, and as an introvert, I'll relate that I will replay conversations I've had with people that I respected, people that I liked, people that were famous from 30 or 40 years ago, because I dicked up and I said something stupid because I froze. First and foremost, if you try to prepare yourself, the most important thing you can do is keep simple phrases. Keep it simple, because your brain's going to freeze and you're going to forget it all, and then you're going to look weird. So you just have to find common ground. And the easiest way to find common ground with somebody that a fellow author, let's keep it focused on a fellow author, a big time author, somebody that has sold tens of millions of copies, and you just want to say hi and shake their hand. Find a mutual interest. Hey, I love this book. Thank you, and thanks for writing it. Something as simple as that, to get your foot in the door, to start a broader conversation. What did you like about this character? This person might ask, or thank you. What do you think of the cover? Ooh, put you on the spot. Now they ask a question. Oh my God, what do I do now? I freeze. Don't freeze. What you do, and this is as a business consultant, interpersonal relationships is one thing we spend a lot of time on with the CEOs, with the directors, with the people in high positions in Fortune 500 companies. These were people who made a lot of money, but that interpersonal interaction is so critical. When you're talking to somebody, now it can almost come across as an engagement. So if you want to help yourself not be like you're playing tennis with them, turn a little bit to the side and say, oh, what I liked about the cover and the hands, that's what you see me always use my hand. It's because I'm putting this object out there, and we can talk about the object. Now I'm not talking about you, to you, with you, but let's talk about this object, or even something between us. Oh, your book, it had this kind of cover. This is how I felt when I saw it. And now you're talking about this object. You've taken that conflict, even though it's only perceived, you've taken that conflict out of the equation by focusing on an object in between you. And you can both look at that and say, the cover, yeah, here's why we did that on that cover. And now you're into a conversation about something you're both interested in, which is a book, because we're all authors. Temper that first interaction, because if you want to get the interaction like, oh man, I would love to, I write my books like this person, so it'd be cool if they could share my book to their list, or just read it. Yeah, that'd be cool. But the first thing you don't do is you say, hey, here's a book. It might be if the person is like in the receiving mode of that, but you have to temper that very specifically. Like, hey, they look like they're ready to receive books, or something. Hey, I loved your book. Oh, here's mine, just in case you have a few minutes on the plane back home. Something like that. I've done that too. And I always feel like crap afterwards, so I stopped giving books out. It's just a personal foible. A business card, you can never go wrong unless you just shove the business card in somebody's hand. A lot of times a person will ask, oh, do you have a business card? Hey, I write in your genre, and I really appreciate you leading the way. That's a cool thing to say. And they might ask, hey, do you have a business? Always have a business card available, but never start with oh, hey, here's my business card, and then run off. No, start with the conversation. The conversation about what you both share. Hey, I write urban fantasy too, and I appreciate how you lead the way with your characters doing these things. You can't just say, hey, I respect this author, even though I haven't read any of their work, so I'm going to make believe. They'll know. Once again, it goes back up to don't be creepy. Like, hey, I really respect you because you make a lot of money, but I've never read any of your books. Don't lead with that. One of the most important things you can do is just be yourself. But I'm not interesting. Yes, you are. If you've written a book, you have interesting experiences. You've done things that other people haven't done. Even if you don't think it's important, it is to you. It is for your life, and it has shaped you to become what you are. So be yourself. If you try to be somebody else, you're going to fail spectacularly. and you're not going to be able to have a conversation. You're not going to impress the person. Just be yourself. If you respect them, if you like their books, then talk about their books. It makes it really easy. Hey, I really like the story you wrote. That was cool. Appreciate it. Simple as that. All right, networking basics. Don't freak out. So, of course, first thing you're going to do is freak out because you're going to forget everything you prepared. It's best just to lead with, "Hey, I like this book. I liked your book. I froze on the cover. Oh, I can't remember it," and then run off. We've all done it, so don't. It's funny now.